Welcome back to our channel. We're going to take you on a ride over 8 states and several thousand miles we went this year, and just show you some of our favorite rides. Starting off here with Darcy riding one of our local trails here in western Washington, where we have lots of loam, wet roots, and trees. But we'll take you over into the Dakotas, Michigan, Colorado, and Utah for show you some of our favorites. Starting off, our first is a place called Richfield, Utah. We hit this place twice this year, and it is one of our new favorites. This first trail here is called Spinal Tap. It's a block trail, fairly technical. It's a demanding trail for a person with my skill level. There are actually 3 sections of Spinal Tap, upper, middle, and lower. I just rode the middle and lower. You can get a shuttle in Richfield that will take you to the top. The 3 sections of Spinal Tap add up to 18 miles and about 4,600 feet of descent. And just to note that when we were there, the shuttle service was not providing shuttle service for e-bikes. The lower section is the most interesting from what I've read and what I saw myself. The other trail that Darcy and I really love in Richfield is a blue trail. It's called Carnage. It is just a great flow trail with some tech mixed in. Just a lot of fun. I think it has become one of our favorite blue trails. It's just got nice scenery, enough tech to make it interesting, and flows really well. One thing I should say about Richfield is it's not a huge area, not like, say, Moab or St. George, where there are many multiple trailheads and miles of trails. It is a reasonably small area. It's certainly a great place for a couple of days of riding, and I sure enjoyed it. We spent 4 days there. Another blue trail that comes off of Carnage is called Snakepipe. This starts out very much like Carnage, but then turns into a jump trail with some tabletops. So people who like to jump might like Snakepipe. Also, other trails worth mentioning is Telegraph. It's a great black trail. And also the climbing trails are Liken It and Big Red and Tank. They're all really good trails. We're going to switch gears to a totally different kind of trail. Several months ago I was watching a documentary on this Maudeh 100-mile race in North Dakota near Medora. The race takes place in the summer and looks just totally insane. Kudos to those who can ride that event. By coincidence, I was also talking to one of my local bike shop salesmen, and he was from the area and said, I need to stop and ride that trail when we were passing through. The trail itself is 144 miles through what they call the Little Missouri grasslands and skirts around the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. So we said, what the heck? Let's go ride where Teddy Roosevelt rode horses and hunted big game. It would not be a destination place for me, but glad we stopped and rode it. Next stop on our trip was over to Copper Harbor in Michigan. This was one of our destinations that we had planned. Darcy and I had never been up into the Michigan Lake Superior area, so wanted to do that. It was a great first day we were there, just right after Labor Day. Beautiful weather, nice flowy trail out to the lake. And then all of a sudden the weather changed. It changed overnight to like something like 30 to 40 mile an hour winds and rain and wind chill below 40, I think. So I've ridden in conditions like that, but it just wasn't prepared for the first part of September to be like that. So anyway, we made do, took a day off, and rode the next day. There are two main trailhead systems at Copper Harbor, the one right next to the town of Copper Harbor, then also the East Bluff Bike Park. The Copper Harbor trail system is kind of what I call a little bit more old school single track. This is a great feature on the edge that I enjoyed. I thought that the trails on this side of Copper Harbor were left more in the natural state, with of course the exception of some of the wooden features.
And back up on the edge.
My favorite trails over here were the Flow, Raptor Ridge, and the Daisy Dukes trail was kind of fun at the bottom. You can climb up to this area. There's a couple climbing trails. Also, the local bike shop in town offers shuttles if you want to shuttle up to the top. The East Bluff Bike Park was a lot of fun. They have kind of a big raised area on top, kind of a circle, and it has like 6 trails, I think, coming off the top. So you just pick the one you want and you go for it. We had a lot of fun coming down these. These are much wider berms, tabletops, and kind of more a bike park feel. There is a company that is developing this area, and they do offer shuttle rides up as well. There is also a good climbing trail to get up to the East Bike Park called Magic Carpet, so that's another option as well. Darcy and I did not use any of the shuttle services. We had our pedal assist, and that worked out just great.
Or flow iron, I'm not sure which.
Oh, these worth slicker and snot. All right, here's some rock.
One of the local foods we fell in love with in the UP was called the pasty, what the miners used to take with them for lunch. Warm, no silverware required, and tasty. Check it out if you get to the UP. From Copper Harbor, we stayed in the UP, went over to Marquette, Michigan, and we rode there for a few days. Found that the south trails were the most fun for us. And some of the trails over there that I really liked was loop that include Carpe Diem, Raging River, Zugs, and Backup Gorgeous. This was a fun loop with some scenic sights. Had a friend join me from our hometown, actually, who happened to be in Michigan. Monty was there, so I rode one of the days with him. One of the riders I met at the South Trails suggested that we go over to the Powell Township Trails. These trails are a little more flowy, a little less technical.
I really like this.
Especially with all the rain, they just flowed really well. Kind of got off the slick rocks around Marquette. Our friend Monty joined us over here, and we just had a blast riding Holy Moses and Lady Slipper. It was just a lot of fun trails to just go.
right.
Our next stop was in Fruita, Colorado. This is one of our favorite places to ride. There's two places here. There's one called 18 Road and Cocopelli Loops where we like to ride. There are also other trailheads in the area,
Colorado.
like Lunch Rider Loops and so forth.
Some rocks.
It's very scenic riding. A lot of it is along the Colorado here on the Cocopelli Loops. We met a guy in the parking lot and started talking to him. He's a doctor in the local area, and he'd never ridden at Cocopelli, so he joined us on part of our ride.
Woo! Love it.
Good job. There you go. Good lead.
We only got to ride a short day here in Fruita this year. We were passing through, and so didn't get a lot of film. I decided to throw in some film from last year on Steve's Loop. It's just one of our favorite trails. It's so scenic, and got some drone shots here last year, so thought I'd throw that into the mix. Now we move on to Hurricane, Utah, one of our favorite places. We've probably ridden here more than any other place except at home. I think it's the first place we ever rode a mountain bike, so it's just kind of we always like to come back. The weather's just the opposite of Western Washington, and there's multitude of trails, golf courses, Zion National Park, Tucson Theater, so just lots of things to do here, and the riding is really exceptional in my opinion. I decided this year to try the Zen Trail. It's one of the technical trails in St. George area, and just a little bit over my ability, but I enjoyed the experience, and there's a longer version on my channel if you want to watch that.
Wow, I think this is where this goes. I don't understand how you get through this. Boy, bright sun. Sunglasses, you can lose it.
There are three epic views, in my opinion, at Hurricane, Utah that I just like to go see when we're there. One is Gooseberry Mesa Point. The other two are in Zion National Park, the top of Angel's Landing, and Wall Street and the Narrows on the Virgin River, but these are just fun places to go if you're in the area. One thing I will say about this point trail is you can get out to the start of the point trail by going on, I think it's called the White Road. The White Trail is about 3 miles long or so to get out to the start of this trail, and the point trail is about a little under a half mile. So Darcy and I the first time just rode out to the start and walked our bikes out to the point, or a lot of it, just because we're just getting started. But that's something to consider if you're a new rider or don't like riding in exposed areas.
All right, babe. All right, that's the first time. All right, good job.
That was worth the whole ride.
It was fun to have Monty join us again. Monty is a friend from home who was able to join us on Gooseberry Mesa for the day. He's a very experienced and much better rider than us, and was leading us through the Gooseberry Point, and then he and I took the South Rim back to the parking lot. This is a trail I've always wanted to do, but was a bit hesitant on how difficult it might be. But I really did enjoy it, and following Monty really helped because he picked good lines, and I could just focus us on riding instead of trying to find the next white dot.
That's a sharp one.
First touch of summer, she's got your t-shirt on. Sun's going down, school's out, stars are coming on. You can rewind it, but you can't ever feel like you do tonight. Make a movie in your mind, but don't rush it. Boy, you're about to see the light. So hang on to the light in your eyes and the feeling. Hang on to your love drunk original reason. Hang on to the small town you love but you're leaving. Oh, you won't be a fool for so long.
Oh, what a view.
So hang on. If you listen to the voices inside, they won't.
Next trail we're on in the Hurricane area was Wire Mesa. This is a great trail for riders like Darcy and I. It's a blue trail. I think it's about 7.5 mile loop. It's not too far from Gooseberry. There's Gooseberry, then Grafton and Wire all kind of set in the same plateau area. It's a challenging trail for intermediate riders, but still very doable, and it's just a great trail to get better at riding the mesas. Really good views too.
These things they take time. All these things take time. These things they take time. All these things I've learned is never a straight line. 'Cause all these things take
All right,
time.
good
These
job, baby.
things they take time. So hang on
Nice.
to the light in your eyes and the feeling. Hang on to your love drunk original reason. 'Cause all these things take time. These things they take time.
Good one.
A trail system that sits in between Hurricane and St. George is called Church Rocks, and Darcy and I enjoy this area. It's got some slick rock and just a pretty scenic area, really close to town, so get a chance, go try that.
Oh, the best part of riding with you is we go fast and leave the past all in the rearview. So roll the windows, I wanna clear view. Close the distance to my heart and keep it near you. Don't need a suitcase packed, so lose the map. I'm switching my location, they won't find us here. Darling, you remind me of Carolina.
The Gem Trail system sits just east of Hurricane and actually is just below the Gooseberry Mesa. Goosebumps is one of my favorite trails out here. Buck joined us for a few days and I got to ride Goosebumps with him. He's a friend from Longview.
And we don't need to leave this town. In just one touch you take me down the list. Baby, let's take a trip. When I got questions, you're the answer.
Darcy and I typically don't ride on the road much, but there is one road ride that we like to do. That's the scenic drive up the Zion Canyon in the national park. It's the same road that the shuttle buses go in. It just gives you such a great view of the canyon that you don't really get in the shuttle buses.
Lose the map, I'm switching my location, they won't find us here. Darling, you remind me of Carolina pine trees. Baby, when I eyes me, I feel my heart raging like a river out in West Virginia.
Thanks for joining us on this 2025 Favorite Rides video. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe we'll see you on the trail someday.
And we don't need to leave this town. In just one touch you take me down the list. Baby, let's take a trip.